Hi everyone, it's Nadia from YARNutopia, and I'm your instructor here on How to Crochet Tutorials. Today we are going to be making this lovely baby dress. It is going to fit a 0 to 3 month old baby, and I got this pattern online as a free pattern, but I kind of changed it up a little bit, so I will link the pattern that I got inspiration from. The link will be in the description of this video, and I also modified the bow as well in the pattern, so I will link the video for my different sized bows in the link, or I'll link it in the description of this video as well. Make sure before we start going into all the stuff we need, make sure you subscribe to my channel if you haven't already so you can get updates on when I put new videos out. Also, like this video if you learn something at the end, and check out us on the Facebook page. I want to share, you can share your work there, you can see the work we're doing here and updates and everything, so check that out. I'll link that in the description as well. But to get started on this dress, this is so fun to make, so pretty and everything. So we're going to need an H size hook, which is 5 millimeters, and I am using Red Heart yarns, so you can see the label here. It's my yarn I was using for the pattern. The label here says Red Heart Super Saver. It is worsted weight yarn, size 4 ply, and this is, let's see here, cherry red, and then I'm using white as my main color. So you can see this label here if you can get something equivalent if you don't get Red Heart where you live, but something equivalent will work perfectly fine. For our main color, I would get, a full skein. These are, let's see here, 364 yards, so I would get a full skein of white and, get a full skein of red as well, I guess, because we're using quite a bit of it. Or you can use scrap yarn, or you can change the colors, or you can do whatever you want, just be very creative with it. So obviously also we'll need a yarn needle and a scissors, so you can get those all handy, and we should just get started. Alright, to begin we need to make a slip knot. So with our main color, put the short end over the long end, fold that down and pull that through like that. Insert your hook and we're ready to start. So now we need to chain 53. So yarn over and pull through 1, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I won't make you watch me do all 53, so just chain 53 and I'll meet you up to go on to round 1. Alright, this is what my chain looks like now, and you want to make sure that you don't twist it, so make sure it looks like this, okay? And then you want to take this and bring it around. So we're going to go like this, bring it around to the beginning, and then we're going to slip stitch into that first chain there. Okay, so we're going to insert our hook right in there, yarn over, pull through, and pull through. Okay, and then pull tight. Okay, so we just made this into a circle. Now we're working from the top of the dress down. Okay, so this is going to be around the neck area, but don't worry, it does look really wide, but we're going to cinch that in a little bit later. So anyway, going on to round 1, we need to chain up 2. Now this does not count as a stitch, okay, so we are still going to have to half double crochet into that first chain that we slip stitched into. In the pattern that I'm following, she says that it does count as a stitch, but I just don't like that look. It leaves a really big gap between this first stitch and this next stitch, and it just looks really holy, basically. So I'm just gonna not count that as a stitch and just count my first half double crochet in there as the stitch. Okay, so make sure to half double crochet into that first chain right there. So you have to yarn over and then go into that chain, okay, like that, yarn over and pull through, and then yarn over and pull through all 3 loops on your hook. Okay, so that's our first stitch. and then we will be attaching to that first stitch when we slip stitch when we come back around, which I'll show you. Okay, and now it says to half double crochet in the next 5. Okay, so we just did 1 there, or I'm sorry, next 6, so that was 1. Okay, then 2, go into the next chain, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay, now in the next chain we're going to do something similar to a shell, where we are going to half double crochet in there. So go into the next chain, half double crochet in there, and then chain 1, and then put another half double crochet into that same chain, just like that. So we did a half double crochet, chain 1, half double crochet. Now we have to do 1 half double crochet into the next 12 stitches. Okay, so whoopsie, the first round is always the most difficult, that's for sure. There we go. So we're going to put 1 half double crochet in each of the next 12 stitches. Then I will show you what to do next. So I'll meet you up when I have my 12 stitches. Alright, once you've put 1 half double crochet in the next 12 stitches, then in the next stitch we are going to repeat what we did by putting a shell type stitch in this next chain. So yarn over, go into that chain, yarn over, pull through all 3, then chain 1 and go back into that same chain for another half double crochet. Okay, then repeat. So put 1 half double crochet into the next 12 chain pieces, I guess, chain spaces. Put 1 half double crochet in the next 12 stitches there, and then do another shell type stitch by doing a half double crochet, chain 1, half double crochet in the next stitch, or I'll just meet you up after I finish doing these 12, and then I'll show you what the next step will be. So just put 1 half double crochet into the next 12 stitches here in the next 12 chains, and then I'll meet you up to show you what to do next. Okay, so we just did the other another set of that 12 half double crochets there. So now in the next stitch we are going to do that shell type stitch. So put half double crochet, chain 1, and then a half double crochet into that same chain, just like that. Okay, so it's a little shell style. Now we want to repeat that, so put 1 half double crochet into the next 12 chains, and then I will show you what to do next. We are going to start finishing off this round. Alright, so I just did another grouping of 12, or 1 half double crochet in the next 12 stitches there. So now going on to the next stitch, we're going to do another shell type stitch. So put half double crochet, chain 1, half double crochet into the same chain, like that. And now we want to put 1 half double crochet in the last 6 stitches. Okay, if it doesn't, calculate to be 6 stitches, it's not that big of a deal. Just put 1 half double crochet in the rest of the stitches on this chain, basically. But it should be 6. If you chain 53, it should be 6. Okay, so we're just finishing this up here, and then we'll go on to the next round. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay, now you have to slip stitch to the first half double crochet of that round. Okay, do not slip stitch into this chain 2. Slip stitch into the first stitch of that round by going into that stitch, yarning over, pulling through, and pulling through tight. Okay, so we just finished round 1. Now going on to round 2, we're going to chain up 2, Okay, and now we're going to, all right, so we just chained up 2 there, and now we're going to put 1 half double crochet in each of the next 7 stitches, including this space here. We just chained up 2 there, but we are going to put a half double crochet in there as well, because like I said earlier, this chain up 2 is not going to count as a stitch. In my pattern, I don't like that there will be like a huge gapping space between the chain up 2 and the next stitch, so always put a stitch in there. Okay, so that's going to be 1. Okay, then the next one, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. And now you've come to the stitches that is a half double crochet, chain 1, half double crochet. We are going to not work with these, we're going to work in that chain 1 space there by putting a half double crochet, chain 1, half double crochet into that chain 1 space. Okay, just like that. Okay, now going into this next stitch right here, we are going to put 1 half double crochet in the next, let me see, 14 stitches. Okay, so that was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and 14. Oops. There we go. And then you come to that chain 1 space again right there. Okay, and in that chain 1 space we are going to repeat that what we did earlier, is put a half double crochet, chain 1, half double crochet in there. Okay, so we just did a shell-like stitch in there. Now moving on to the next stitch there, we're going to put 1 half double crochet into the next 14 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and 14. Okay, now we hit the next chain 1 space right there. So now we have to do that again, put a shell-like stitch in there by doing a half double crochet, chain 1, half double crochet. Okay, last grouping here, we're going to put 1 half double crochet in the next 14 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and 14. Whoops. There we go. Now we've come up to the next chain 1 space, so we're going to do that shell-like stitch again by putting a half double crochet, chain 1, half double crochet in there. And now we're coming up to the end. There should be 7, let's see here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. The 7th stitch is pretty hidden in there, so you want to just half double crochet in the rest of the stitches across. It should be 7. If you don't have 7, just do a half double crochet in the rest of the stitches. And we'll move on to the next round. slip stitch to the beginning half double crochet of that round, and we'll move on to round 3. So chain up 2, and now we'll put 1 half double crochet in the next 8 stitches. So yarn over, go into this first stitch where we just chained up 2 in. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And now we've come to the chain 1 space there, so we're going to do that shell type stitch where we're going to put a half double crochet, chain 1, half double crochet, all in that same chain 1 space. And now it says to put 1 half double crochet in the next 16 stitches. And the next stitch, you know what I've been noticing is that I've been coming up short, and you know why? It's because this next stitch is kind of hidden behind the shell stitches that I've been making. So I've been kind of going in this one right here, but it should be going in this one. So go into that first one there. So that's 1, then the next one, 2, next one, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and 16. And now you've come back to the next chain 1 space there. Put your shell type stitch in there with a half double crochet, chain 1, half double crochet. Okay, now you kind of want to move this stitch away so you can see this next stitch right there. And put 1 half double crochet into the next 16 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and 16. There we go. Back up to the next chain 1 space. So make your shell-like stitch in there. Half double crochet, chain 1, half double crochet, all in that same chain 1 space. Move this over and go into that next stitch and put 1 half double crochet in the next 16 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and 16. And again, you're at the next chain 1 space there. Shell-like stitch in there, so put half double crochet, chain 1, half double crochet. And then put 1 half double crochet in the rest of the stitches on this round. It should be 8 stitches. If it's not, just put 1 half double crochet in the rest of the stitches, and we'll go on to round number 4. Alright, so we're going to slip stitch to the beginning half double crochet of that round. Okay, now going on to round 4. Now you can kind of see at these 2 points here, and then on the other side, these 2 points here where our shell-like stitches are. At this next round, we are going to be connecting these 2 like this, because these are going to be our armholes here. Okay, and then this is going to be the bodice area. Okay, so on this next round, just follow along. We are going to chain up 2, 1 and 2, and now we're going to put 1 half double crochet in the next 9 stitches. So yarn over, go into that same stitch that we just slip stitched into. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. And now we've hit this chain 1 space. We are going to put a half double crochet in there. Okay, just like that. Now we have to go to the other side and see where that chain 1 space is, and we're going to put it right next to it, just like this. Kind of sandwich them together. And we're going to put a single crochet into both layers. Okay, so I just inserted my hook and have both of these sides like this. Okay, no yarning over, just go into it and then yarn over and pull that through, and yarn over and pull through both of the loops on your hook. So we basically just made a single crochet. Okay, now leave these all unworked here, but we're going to turn our work so we're looking on this side. Okay, and now separating those 2 layers like this, we're going to go into this chain 1 space from this side and make a half double crochet. A half double crochet by yarning over, going into that chain 1 space, yarn over, pull through, yarn over and pull through all 3 loops on your hook. Okay, so that is what we did. We just did a half double crochet on this side, did a single crochet to connect the 2 sides, and then put a half double crochet on this side. Okay, now just put 1 half double crochet in each of the next 18 stitches on this side here. So go into this next stitch here. It's kind of hidden behind my stitch, so it's going to be a little difficult. There we go. So half double crochet, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, and 18. And now we are back to the chain 1 space on this side, and we are going to repeat what we did on this side. So make a half double crochet into that chain 1 space. Okay, then connect the 2 sides. Make sure you can find the chain 1 space on the other side. Insert your hook into both sides, just like that. And then make a single crochet. Okay, now leave all of these unworked. Turn this around and put a half double crochet into that chain 1 space on this side. Okay, and now put 1 half double crochet in the rest of the stitches on this round. It should be 9. And then we will go on to, actually, no, we won't go on to anywhere. After this round, I'll show you we're going to change a color. Now, if you don't want to change your color, you can just continue working. But if you want to change your color, which I'm going to change it to red, at the end of this round, let me get there and I'll show you exactly what I mean here. I just have 3 more stitches left. There we go. Alright, so now we've finished that. You can kind of see what it looks like here. So we have the armholes here and the body here, just like that. Okay, so now To change color, I'm going to act like I'm slip stitching, so go into that first stitch, but do not yarn over with this color. If you're going to change color, grab your other color, which in my case it's red, and just kind of loop this around here like this, okay? Just like that, and pull it through and through. So slip stitch with the new color, pull it all really tight, drop the old color, and pick up your new color. Okay. Then we're going to chain up 2, 1 and 2, just like that. And now for, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, round 5, we are just putting 1 half double crochet in each stitch around. So yarn over, go into that same stitch we just slip stitched into and chained up 2 in. We're going to put a half double crochet in there. Okay, and just put 1 half double crochet in each stitch all the way around. Now I'll show you when I come to this first sleeve here how to maneuver around those stitches. We're just going to put 1 half double crochet into the half double crochet, 1 half double crochet into the single crochet, and 1 half double crochet into the last half double crochet. And I'll show you, here we are. So in this stitch, half double crochet. In this single crochet, we're going to half double crochet. And in the next stitch, half double crochet. So just half double crochet in every stitch around, and I'll meet you up when we go on to round 6. Alright, so I just came back around. I just did 1 half double crochet all the way around. So now we're going to slip stitch into the beginning half double crochet by inserting our hook, yarning over, pulling through and through. Okay, but now I'm just going to pull this out a little bit because we still have that attached there from our old yarn. So what I'm going to do is grab my scissor, cut my old yarn, and then on the inside here I'm going to tie a knot between my new yarn and my old yarn of those stragglers, and then I'll sew those in off camera there. So there we go. So I just usually tie those together in a knot. You can tie it once or twice or 3 times just to secure it. So now it's secure. So now this is what it looks like. Now going on to round 6, we are going to chain up 2, 1 and 2, and we're going to basically just repeat round 5 by putting 1 half double crochet in each stitch all the way around. So I'm just going to do that, and then at the end of round 6 we are going to change color back to our white, our main color, and so I'll show you how to do that again. So just put 1 half double crochet in each stitch all the way around, and I'll meet you up to go on to round 7. Alright, so I just came back around, and now we're going to slip stitch to the beginning here, but I'm going to change my color, so I'm not going to be slip stitching with my red. I'm going to pick up my white, and to change color we're just going to put that loop. I basically just fold this in half, put this on here like that, and pull it through and through. Then I drop my old color, pick up my new color, and chain up 2. Yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through. Just like that. Okay, now I can pull these tight and secure. Now it says to half double crochet in the same stitch, and then we have to put 2 half double crochets in the same stitch, and then half double crochet in the next 3 stitches, and repeat that all the way around. Okay, so put 2 half double crochets in this first stitch here where we chained up 2. So 1 and 2. So 2 half double crochets in there. It looks kind of weird now, but I'll pull that tight. There we go. Okay, and then so there's 2 half double crochets in there, and then just put 1 half double crochet in the next 3 stitches. 1, 2, 3. Okay, then repeat that around. So put 2 half double crochets in the next stitch, and then 1 half double crochet in the next 3 stitches. Okay, and repeat, put 2 half double crochets in the next stitch, and 1 half double crochet in the next 3 stitches. So you get the point. So just do that pattern all the way around, and I'll meet you up when we go on to the next round. Alright, if you're like me and make a little blunder and you have 2 extra stitches or a few extra stitches, just single crochet in the rest of them. Okay, so this is not a very strict pattern or anything, so you can just single crochet in the rest. So I just did, my last stitches were 2 and then 1 in the next 5. Okay, so then just slip stitch in the beginning there. Okay, and then we'll go on to the next round here, and it says to, let's see here, we're going to be treble crocheting. Alright, so chain up 5. Okay, so the chain is now going to be counting as a stitch. The treble crochets, the chain up is going to count as a stitch now. Okay, just in this half double crochet section, the chain did not count as anything, but now it's going to. I'm going to pause for a second though and pull this out, cut my stragglers to drop that old yarn, and tie a knot. Okay, and I'll sew those in later, and I'll put this back there. Alright, so now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Round 8, it says to chain up 5. So yarn over, pull through 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. That is going to count as a treble crochet and a chain 2. Okay, so treble crochet into the same stitch that we just chained up in. So yarn over twice. Okay, so we just yarn over and yarn over twice. Go back into that same stitch that we just chained up in. Yarn over, pull through. Yarn over, pull through 2 loops. Yarn over, pull through 2 more loops. And yarn over and pull through the last 2 loops. Okay, so it basically looks like a V-ish stitch like that. Now it says to, let's see here, treble crochet in the same stitch, treble crochet in each of the next 3 stitches. So yarn over twice, go into the next stitch, and make your your treble crochet. Okay, again, next stitch. Okay, and this next stitch I'll explain a treble crochet again. Yarn over twice, go into that next stitch, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, pull through 2 more loops, and yarn over and pull through the last 2 loops. Okay, so we just did 1 treble in the next 3 stitches. Then it says in the next stitch to do another one of those V-type stitches. So in this next stitch here, put your treble crochet, then chain 2, 1 and 2, and then put another treble crochet into that same stitch, just like that. So make like a V type of stitch. Okay, and then we're going to repeat that all the way around. Okay, so there we go. Put 1 treble into the next 3 stitches. 1, 2, 3. Then in the next stitch we're going to do that V type stitch. So put your treble in there, then chain 2, then put your treble back in there. Okay. and repeat. So put treble in the next 3 stitches. 1, 2, 3, and then in the next stitch our V-type stitch, so we're going to put a treble, then chain 2, then a treble back in there, just like that. Okay, so you kind of get it now, so just put treble in the one treble in the next 3 stitches, then treble V-type stitch in the next stitch, and repeat that all the way around, and then I'll meet you up when we go on to the next round. Alright, so I'm finishing up and another blunder came up because my stitches were a little off, but I only have 3 stitches left. So I did the V-type stitch and then I did the 3 trebles in a row, and now we're going to make another V-type stitch. Okay, and now I only have 2 stitches left, but I'm going to actually put 2 trebles in the last stitch. Okay, so put 1 treble in this next stitch, and then 2 trebles, no chaining, just 2 trebles in the last stitch there. Okay, because you want a group of 3. You want to end with a group of the 3 treble crochets. Okay, that grouping of 3, you want it to be at the end. So if you only have like 2 stitches left, or even 1 stitch left, just put 3 in that same stitch. Okay, if you have 4 stitches left, you know, then it works because you'll put the V, then 1 in the next 3. So then we want to slip stitch to the, let's see, chain 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, oops, 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. Right there. So insert that there, yarn over, pull through, and pull through. Okay, now we can slip stitch into that chain 2 space, that first chain 2 space, right there, like that. So we're in there. Okay, and this is what it looks like so far. You can see it's starting to look like a dress, sort of, a little tank top dress. And now it says to, see here, chain up 4, yarn over, pull through, 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then it says to treble crochet, chain 2 treble crochet into that same chain 2 space. So treble, okay, chain 2, treble, just like that. Okay, and then it says to treble crochet into the next 4 stitches. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then treble crochet, chain 2, and then treble crochet into that next chain 2 space. Chain 2, treble crochet. Okay, and repeat that all the way around. So put 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 half double, or I'm sorry, treble crochet. I keep getting them mixed up. Treble crochet into the next 4 stitches. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then treble, chain 2 treble into that chain 2 space. Whoops. Just like that. Okay, then again repeat. So treble into, just put one treble crochet into the next 4 stitches, and then put a treble, chain 2, treble into the next chain 2 space. And just repeat that all the way around, and then I'll meet you up when we go on to the next round. Alright, on this round you'll just end with the 3 trebles. Okay, so we've been doing treble crochets, 4 of them, but this chain up does count as a stitch. So we are going to slip stitch into there, into the chain up 4. So if you have to count, go 1, 2, 3, 4, and slip stitch into that chain by going in there, yarning over, pulling through, and through. Okay, then chain up 4, 1, 2, 3, and 4. And so this is counting as our first stitch. Make a so yarn over twice, make a treble crochet into this next stitch here, right here. Okay, so it looks like we have 2 stitches. And now we're at that chain 2 space, so we're going to do our shell, or our V type stitch. So make a treble crochet into there, then chain 2, and then another treble crochet into that same chain 2 space. Okay, now we have to treble into the next 5 stitches. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 stitches. So yarn over twice, go into each of those 5 stitches with 1 treble crochet. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then we are at our next V type stitch here. So put another V type stitch in there by putting a treble crochet, chain 2, treble crochet back into that same chain 2 space, just like that. And then put one treble crochet into the next 5 stitches. And just repeat that all the way around, and I will meet you up when we go on to the next round. Alright, so I'm just finishing up here, and you want to just do a treble crochet in the last 3 stitches of this round, because that chain up 4 and that first treble crochet are our first 2 stitches, so it should look like you have 5 in total. So 1, 2, 3, then our chain up 4 is number 4, and then 5. So just slip stitch into the top of the chain up 4. Alright, and we'll go on to round 11. In round 11, it says to, let's see here, chain up 4, 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then we're going to put a treble crochet in the next 2 stitches. So yarn over twice, go into that next stitch to complete a treble crochet, and then yarn over twice and go into the next stitch for a treble crochet. Now we're at this chain 2 space. You know what to do. Make your V type stitch by doing a treble crochet, chain 2, and a treble crochet back in there. And now we have to do a treble in the next 6 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so go right into that next stitch and make your trebles all across this area here, and then you're going to hit the next chain 2 space, and you know what to do there. Just do your V type stitch like this, going into that chain 2 space with your treble crochet, chain 2, and repeat the treble crochet in there. And now we have to do 1 treble crochet into the next 6 stitches, and just repeat that then all the way around, and then I'll meet you up when we go on to round number 12. Alright, so I'm just finishing up this round, and you should end with 3 treble crochets. So you should have 3 stitches left here, All right, so it looks like we have 6 because we did a chain up here and then one and another one of those treble crochets, and we ended with 3. So 3 and 3 is 6. Just slip stitch to the chain 4 here, and we'll go on to round 12. In round 12, we need to chain up 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4, and put 1 half double crochet, or I'm sorry, not half double crochets, put 1 treble crochet into the next 3 stitches. So yarn over twice, go into the next here 3 stitches. So treble, 1, 2, and 3, and now we are at the V stitch here, and you know what to do. Just put your V type stitch in there by doing a treble, chain 2, and a treble. Okay, now we are going to put 1 treble crochet in the next 7 stitches. Okay, so you kind of get the, the increases here. Basically, last one was 6 stitches, the one before that was 5 stitches, so we're doing 7 on this one, and if you wanted to increase even more on the next round, you could do 8. So just continue this repetition all the way around by doing 1 treble crochet into the next 7 stitches. Then when you get to the V stitch section, make your treble crochet like this, then chain 2 and a treble crochet back into that chain 2 space. Okay, then put your treble crochets in 1 in each of the next 7 stitches and repeat all the way around this round. And then at the end of this round, we are going to change our color again back to red or whatever your accent color is. And I'll show you how to do that, and we will go on to round 13 together. Alright, so I'm just finishing up this round, and you should end with the 3 treble crochets. 1, 2, and 3. There we go. And so it looks like there's 3 here, and it looks like there's 4 here. And just slip stitch to the chain 4 right there, slip stitch there. Okay. Oh, but you know what? We have to change color. I'm so sorry. So don't slip stitch with your color. I mean, unless you weren't changing color, do that. But slip stitch with your new color. We're going to go on to round 13 with our new color. So pretend you're slip stitching with this color, but you're going to pick up your new color, drop your old color, and loop that around your hook, pull that through and through. Okay, then drop your old color, you can pull everything tight, and there we go. So now we have to chain up 4. So 1, 2, 3, and 4, and now we have to put 1 treble crochet in the next 4 stitches. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. And now we've come to the chain 2 space. You know what to do by putting the treble, chain 2, treble in there. Okay, and then we're going to put 1 treble crochet into the next 8 stitches. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And then we come to the chain 2 space here. So now you know what to do by putting the 2 or the treble, chain 2, then treble back in there. So just repeat that around. So just do your treble crochet in the next 8 stitches, then do your V-stitch, and just do that all the way around, and then I'll meet you up when we go on to round 14 together. Alright, so I'm just finishing up round 13. So you should end with the 3 treble crochets. Alright, so it should look like there's 8 here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yep. And then slip stitch to the chain 4. Okay. And I'm actually going to hold this and pull this for a second and cut my stragglers. And then tie a knot. Like I said earlier, you can tie it twice or 3 times. And then I'll sew those in later. Okay, so now we will go on to round 14. Alright, we need to chain up 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And now it says to put 1 treble crochet in the next 5 stitches. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then we will work our V-stitch into the chain 2 space, and then we are going to do a treble crochet in the next 9 stitches, and then we'll do that all the way around. Okay, so now I just did my first 5 there, so now we're going to make our V-stitch by putting a treble crochet, chain 2, treble crochet, all in that same chain 2 space. And now we want to put 1 treble crochet in the next 9 stitches. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. And now we're to the next chain 2 space there, so you know what to do. Treble, chain 2, treble. And just repeat that all the way around then, so now in the next 9. So I will meet you back up then when I have finished this round. This is our last round. Now we're going to be working, the next round is going to be our edge round. So it's going to be an edging. So, and that's round 15. So I will meet you up. So don't fasten off after this round. We'll just meet up when I'm finishing this round, and we will go on to the next round. Alright, I'm just finishing up this round, and you should end with 3 treble crochets, just like every other round that we've been doing. 1, 2, and 3. So it should look like you have 9 here. So let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then slip stitch to the chain up 4. Okay. And now we are doing the edge round. Okay, if you think that this is too short, then you can make it longer. Just do 1 in the next 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then do your V-stitch. Then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Then V-stitch. Then 10. Then V-stitch, etc. And then the row after that, 11. Row after that, 12. Blah blah blah. So you kind of get the pattern now. So now we're doing the edging. So chain up 1, 2, 3. So 1, 2, and 3, and that's going to count as our first double crochet. Now we're working with double crochets this round, and make another double crochet into that same place, in that same chain up 4 spot that we just slip stitched into. Make another double crochet. Oh, I should probably show you what a double crochet is. Yarn over, go into that stitch, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, and then yarn over and pull through 2 loops. That's a double crochet. Now we are going to skip a stitch and then single crochet in the next stitch after that. So insert your hook, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2 loops. That's a single crochet. Then we're going to skip this next stitch and put 3 double crochets into that next stitch. So put 3 double crochets, so yarn over, go into that stitch, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, okay, and put 3 in there. And then skip the next stitch and put a single crochet in this next stitch here. Just like that. Now we've come to this chain 2 space, we're going to put 5 double crochets in there. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, then you can see there's a stitch right here, so skip this stitch, put a single crochet into this stitch. Then skip this stitch and put 3 double crochets into this stitch. 1, 2, 3. Then skip the next stitch and put a single crochet into the next stitch. Skip that next stitch and put 3 double crochets into the next stitch. 1, 2, 3. Skip this next stitch, put a single crochet into this next stitch. And now we are at the chain 2 space. And we need to put 5 double crochets in there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Skip this next stitch right here, it's kind of behind everything. Single crochet into the stitch after that. Skip the next stitch and put 3 double crochets into the next stitch. 1, 2, 3. Skip the next stitch, put a single crochet into the next stitch. Then skip the next stitch and put 3 double crochets into the stitch after that. Skip the next stitch, single crochet into the next stitch. Skip this stitch, put 5 double crochets into the chain 2 space. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Skip the next stitch and put a single crochet into the next stitch. Skip the next stitch, put 3 double crochets into the next stitch. 1, 2, 3. So you kind of get it. Just skip the next stitch, put a single crochet into the next stitch. Skip the next stitch, put 3 double crochets into the next stitch. 1, 2, 3. Skip the next stitch, put a single crochet in the next stitch. The first stitch, skip that one. Go in there. And then we are back to the beginning here, and we have 2 in here already, so we just have to put 1 more into the beginning stitches, like that, okay? And now we're going to slip stitch to this chain up 3, like that, okay? And there we have it. That's the back of our dress. Alright, so now we're going to fasten off. So I usually chain up 1, cut my yarn, and pull it all the way through, and pull tight. Okay, you can reinforce it by tying a knot or whatever you'd like, but this is what our dress looks like. And where it's the chain 2 spaces, you can pull those up like this to make little pleats. So I'm just going to play around with this and weave in my ends, and then if you want, you can leave your straps like this. You can be done with your dress and just have it like this, or you can follow along to make the sleeves. We're just going to make short sleeves on here and finishing the collar, and then we're going to put a little embellishment around this strap, a little bow. So stay tuned and we will work on the next step. Alright, so this is what I have so far. I kind of just lifted these up to make it more frilly in the front because that's how it's going to look. So, I mean, unless you want it like all the way out and it's just like this. But that's cute too. So, whatever you like. You can have this with no sleeves, just like a tank top here, or you can crochet sleeves and follow along here. So we're going to start with our main color, and we're going to work on the left sleeve first. Okay, so if it's facing you, the front is facing you, we're working on this side. Okay, and we're going to flip this to the back and to the side like this. Okay, and we are going to attach our yarn to this very last stitch on this side here. Okay, and we are going to, you can start with a slip knot, or you can just do a loop and attach, whichever you want to do. But just do a slip stitch by attaching, okay, and then chain one. Okay, that doesn't count as anything, but make sure to do 1/2 double crochet in each stitch all the way around. So yarn over, go into that same stitch that we just attached to, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through all 3 loops. Okay, 1/2 double crochet. Now, this is going to get kind of tricky because we are in the armpit area of the dress, and you want to go into this next stitch right here, basically where your hook will fit. You want to put one on this side, then you want to put one right in the armpit area. Get my straggler out of the way, right here. Okay, and then you want to put one in right after into the next stitch, right there. Okay, and now we have to turn our piece and just work 1/2 double crochet into each stitch all the way around. Then we're going to fasten off and change our color, and I will show you how to do that. So just 1/2 double crochet all the way around. I'll show you how to attach and change our color. Alright, so I just came back around, and now we just want to slip stitch to the first 1/2 double crochet of this round. Yarn over, pull through and through, and then to fasten off, I just chain up 1, cut my yarn, and pull that through. Now I'm going to get my other color, my accent color, which is red, and I'm going to, you can again make a slip knot, or you can just loop it around your hook, but insert your hook in any stitch around and yarn over and just slip stitch with the new color. Chain 1, and then put 1/2 double crochet in each stitch around. So it's that easy. And then just fasten off like we did with the white, and then I will show you how to fasten off, and we'll move on to the right side. Alright, I'm just finishing this up, so just slip stitch to the beginning 1/2 double crochet of that round. Okay, and then to fasten off, we're just going to chain 1, cut our yarn, and pull that through. Okay, if you wanted longer sleeves, you could have just kept going, but I'm just happy with that. So now, this is the back of our dress, this is the front of our dress, and that's what this side looks like. Now, we are going to do the right side. So if the front is facing you, this side is our right side. So if you're looking at it from the back, we're going to do this side now. okay? And we need to get our main color. And now with the right sleeve, attach the yarn on this side now, okay? So on this sleeve, let's see here, on this left sleeve we attached it on this side, so we are going to turn it this way now. With the back side, the seam, you can see the seam here facing us, we are going to attach our yarn on this side right here, okay, into this stitch. And then we are going to work the armpit section last. On the left side we work the armpit section first, but now we're working that last. Okay, so slip stitch like that, chain up 1 and make a half double crochet in that same stitch. So basically working the same way you did with the left. Okay, and just half double crochet around. You know, you can work over your straggler so that it does get weaved in right away, otherwise you can weave that in later. But just work a half double crochet all the way around, and then once I get to the armpit section I will show you how to maneuver around that, making your stitches, and we will fasten off, change color into red, and then we'll be done with the sleeves. Alright, so I'm in the armpit area here, and we are going to do a half double crochet stitch here, and now a half double crochet stitch right in here, okay, then a half double crochet stitch into the armpit section right there, and then one on this side right here. Alright, and now we are going to attach to our beginning half double crochet of that round, yarn over, pull through, and pull through for a slip stitch, then chain 1. I usually do that to fasten off, cut my yarn, pull that all the way through and pull tight, and now getting my other color, making my slip knot. You don't have to make a slip knot if you don't want to, you can just loop it around. Just insert your hook into any stitch. I'm just going to do that one right there, and I'm going to crochet over my straggler, so make sure just do a slip stitch, chain 1, make a half double crochet into that same stitch like that, and then half double crochet all the way around, and then we'll fasten off. So I will meet you when I have half double crocheted all the way around this armhole. Alright, so just slip stitch to the beginning half double crochet of this round, and then fasten off, chain 1, cut your yarn, pull it all the way through, and now you want to weave in all of your ends, and I will meet you up for the next step. Alright, so this is what I have so far. We just finished the sleeves here. Now we want to turn it to the back, so we're looking at the back side, and we need to crochet, single crochet all the way around our edging with our accent color. So make a slip knot if you need to, or you can just attach by using just a loop kind of method thing. And we're working on our foundation row, or our foundation chain. You can just insert your hook in any stitch and slip stitch to attach, then chain 1, and then put a single crochet into there. So just insert your hook, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2. Okay, and we are just going to single crochet across, or around, I guess, this entire neckline. Just basically where your hook fits is where you're going to crochet. So I think you should probably have 53 single crochets though, because we chained 53, so you should put 1 single crochet in each chain, and then we're going to fasten off and make our embellishments. Alright, so I just single crocheted all the way around, and now we just want to slip stitch to the beginning, single crochet of that round, and fasten off. So I usually just chain 1, cut my yarn, pull that through and pull tight, and then I'll weave that in. That's in the back. So there we have, this is what we have so far. Now you're pretty much done. Now we just have to make our embellishments. I'm putting a bow on this one, and we will be complete. So follow along, and we are going to set this one aside then. And to do our embellishment, we are going to make a bow. So make your slip knots. I'm going to do it in red here. So put the short end over the long end, fold it down, and pull that through. Okay. And now for our bow, we are going to chain a chain that is a chain of 35. So yarn over, pull through 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Alright, now if we fold that in half, that is how big our bow is going to be. And the bow is going to sit right here. Oh, that looks a little too big. Sorry. I'm going to take some off. Maybe do 30. So 31, or 34, 33, 32, 31, 30. Okay, and then if you fold that in half, that is how big your bow is going to be. If that's still too big, you can take them out. 29, 28, 27, 26, 25. That looks more like it. So chain 25. And that is how big your bow is going to be. And it's going to sit right here. And you're like, Nadia, that doesn't look like a bow. Well, we'll make it look like a bow. So don't churn your chain. So make sure your chain is completely straight. And just like we did in the beginning with our neck, the neckline, we are going to make this a circle, and we're not going to slip stitch actually though, but we're going to insert our hook here, then we're going to yarn over and pull it through, but we have 2 loops on our hook. We're going to yarn over and pull through both of those. So we basically just made a single crochet into that first chain. Okay, and then just proceed to single crochet around this chain, and I will meet you up when we get back to the beginning. Alright, so we just single crocheted all the way around the chain. Now we are going to go on to round 2. Round 2 through 5 is all a repeat, and usually, well, first off, this looks really weird being way down here like this, and this is way up here, but we're working in continuous rounds, and this is the back of the bow, so nobody's going to see this. And usually we work through both loops like this, but we are actually working through the back loops only for the rest of this pattern, and we're just going to work in continuous rounds, no slip stitching, no chaining up anything. And this is the front loop, okay, and this is the back loop. So we are only working in the back loops only for the rest of this pattern, and I'll show you a few here. So just insert your hook in this back loop and then make a single crochet, okay, and just do that for the rest of the round. So we're doing round number 2 right now, and we are going to make a total, let's see here, we're on round number 2, so round 2, 3, 4, and 5, we are just going to be single crocheting around, just like this, okay? Once I get to round number 5, I'm going to see if that is wide enough. If it is, we're good, we're going to fasten off, and if it's not, I'm going to do a few more rounds, but I'll meet you up when I finish round 5, and I'll show you how to finish this bow. Alright, so I just did my 5 rounds, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and you can see that when we worked in the back loops only, it did make this ribbing effect, so I really like that. If you don't, you can always work in the both loops, that's totally fine. But now to fasten off, I think that this is wide enough. If yours is not wide enough, you can continue doing a few more rounds till yours is wide enough, but to fasten off, we're going to go into both loops of the next stitch, yarn over, pull through and through for a slip stitch, And then to fasten off, I usually chain 1, and we are going to cut a long strand of yarn and cut that, and then pull that all the way through. Okay, and pull tight. All right, and I'm going to cut that. So this is what our bow is going to be. It doesn't look like a bow yet, but what we're going to do is stick the straggler inside the tube there, and make sure that this part is right in the center back, like that. And now you can fold your bow back and forth there and pinch it in the middle. Okay, and that's kind of how it's going to look. And take this yarn, you can either wrap it forward or backward, does not matter at all. Okay, and I'm just going to wrap it back and wrap it around the middle here. Okay, so that it's center, and pull tight. Make sure that it looks good. I think it looks nice. And then just keep wrapping, and wrap until you're happy with it. For me, it'll be about 8, maybe 10 times before I'm happy. And you just want to make sure that it looks good, just like that. Okay. There we go. And now we need to take our yarn needle, keep pinching this, but with our yarn needle we need to yarn our needle using our other fingers. You gotta be kind of coordinated. I guess you could have yarned your needle before that, or have somebody pinch this for you, or you can set it aside and just be careful. But yarn your needle with this straggler, okay, and then go into the back. So make sure you go to the back side of your bow and go in from one side and out the other, just behind the wrapping. And pull that all the way through, just so that's secure, and you can even go again just to secure it in the back, so it's not going to unwrap, just like that. Okay, so there is our bow. And like like I said earlier in the video, you can watch my other bow video to make a bigger or smaller bow, and I will link that in the description of this video. But here is our bow, and we are going to attach it right here, right on this strip here. And what you want to do is just insert your needle in the back, and make sure that you don't go through both layers of the dress. So you don't want to sew your dress closed, because you worked so hard on that already that it would be a shame if that was sewn closed. And then you want to just go back and forth through the bow and the dress, and just sew this onto your dress, and then I will meet you up when we will make the curly cues. Alright, so I just sewed this bow right onto this stripe here on my dress, and at this point, you could be done, or you can just follow along next for the curly cues, which are going to be like ribbon-like, 2 of them coming down here, and we'll do that right away. So setting this off to the side and getting our red yarn, we're going to make a slip knot. Okay, and now we are going to chain 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. And now put 2 single crochets in the second chain from the hook. So the loop that's on your hook never counts as anything. So go to 1 and 2. And I usually just turn my chain to the back and work on those back ridges there. Okay, but you can work, on these sides like this, or on those back ridges. It's totally up to you. But insert your hook in there, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, go back into that same chain, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2. So that's 2 single crochets in that next chain. Then put 2 single crochets in each chain all the way across. So 1 and 2, and 1 and 2, and just keep doing that all the way across, and then I'll show you how to fasten off, and then we have to make another one. Alright, this is what I have. So now to fasten off, just chain 1 and cut your yarn, but cut it a little bit longer because we are sewing this to the dress, and pull it all the way through. And now it looks like this, but you kind of want to stretch it out a little bit to make it more of a ribbon style curly. Okay. And then we will sew this. We're going to lift up this back of the bow and sew it right up to there. Okay, so it's going to look like that. Okay, so just rewind this, make another one, and then sew them both. The other one's going to come here. So sew them both to your dress, and I'll meet you up when we are all done. Alright, so this is what our finished dress looks like. So this will fit a baby that is newborn to 3 months old. Our bow looks fantastic on here with these little curly coos. You can just pull these down to make them a little longer and more spirally looking. But this is our dress, so thank you so much for watching. Make sure that if you haven't already, subscribe to my channel, like this video if you learned something, check out our Facebook page, and share your crochet work there. I'll put the link in the description of this video. I'll also link the pattern that I got inspiration from. The link will be in the description of this video as well. And if you want to modify your bow and make it bigger or smaller, I will put the link to my bow video that shows you how to make your bow any size you want, and I'll link that in the description of this video as well. So thank you so much for watching, and I also want to thank Fuad Azmat for the filming and editing of this video. But thanks for watching, and happy hooking! skip the neck